whatever he's doing, except he has the express approval of Joseph Aloba to do it. He has no business to come and spread the business of Joseph Aloba on social media. He has no business. He has no standing. It is against the ethics of the job. Whatever anybody might have might be saying, or whatever they might have said, if you don't have the express permission, approval, prior approval of your clients, you don't come to social media, you don't go to anybody to discuss their business. Bó ṣe employ mi lélẹ́yìí, iye báyìí ló ń san fún mi, wọ́n ń sanwó fẹ́lẹ́yìí, eléyìí ló ń sanwó fún, eléyìí la bá wọn file. To the hearing of the entire world, because he did it on TikTok Live. On that grounds alone, Josie can fire him and not pay him anything. In fact, he can seek damages from him. But because he's not getting sound advice, that's why it looks like, Shitu, I said Shitu, what's his name? Odumosu. That's why it's looking like, maybe he's having upper hand here, asking for some money from Joseph Aloba. Except tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti ní express approval Joseph Aloba in writing ní pé má worry lọ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa gbogbo àwọn business tó dára pọ̀ online. That's the only time he would have escaped. Otherwise, by now, he should be the one sending emissaries to Josie Kolobe. As if that is not enough. The next thing you want to do is to now start putting your nose in business that's no longer yours. And you're don't get me wrong. If whatever he has said is true, it is a breach of fundamental fair hearing and equity. It's a breach of the fundamentals of that principle itself. Because if you're going about talking about the case with a third party, then it's a grant for, but then it's not even a proper court. If it was a proper court, you say it's a grant for mistrial and things like that. But it's not even a proper court. It's a coroner's inquest. There is no judicial precedence for it to ask the magistrate to recuse herself from the case. No. And that's why I'm thinking he should have known better. That's Odumosu. What's the point of that? If he has something really that the magistrate has done, what he should be doing, because it's no longer an attorney of record there, he should be going straight to the Judicial Service Commission to lay the complaint. They will now be the one to investigate the magistrate, and if the magistrate is found wanting, they will ask her to get off the case, suspend her, or whatever punishment they want to give her early retirement or whatever. He knows this process. So why is he going through this route of publishing stuff, of sending letters? Why? This is intimidation. In fact, it could be termed as obstruction of justice itself. You would think somebody of Odumosu standing would know better. But by now, we should know that anybody associating themselves or who has associated themselves with Josie, even if they know, they will pretend they don't know out of greed, out of anger, or out of wickedness. So I think this Odumosu son is out of wickedness and anger. Yes, Tiwat Alobaba needs you. Go and sort that issue out. What's your business with the coroner's inquest? If you still want to be there, go there as a private citizen. Tobatin Soro, raise the objection in the court there. Face the judge there and tell it to the judge's face that, you are speaking with a third party. We don't think you can handle this case anymore. Go there and do that and say all that. What is the point of all this publication? What is the point of all this media war that you're trying to wage against the judicial panel there? That's the coroner's inquest. Because it's not about Joseph Aloba. Because Joseph Aloba, any image, anybody, it is this judge, Lentra Lati tarnish image here. Without any evidence, not from anybody credible. Who will take Bukky Jese's word for anything? Not even with a pinch of salt. You cannot, Bukky Jese is a persona non grata, non-entity ni. So whatever is coming out of Bukky Jese, you can as well equate it to somebody like Aries or just a common madman on the streets. So based on that, liwa wan call letter si George ne one threatening to fellow see Judicial Commission. What's stopping you? That should have been the first place you should go to. That if you're actually fighting for fairness and equity, if you're actually trying to protect the integrity of the judiciary, you should have gone to the Judicial Commission and report this issue with evidence. Let them investigate. If you have not done that, still investigate, then you can now start coming out to start crying out that, they're trying to cover something. So this man, Odumosu, with his latest move, is trying to mess up the water. He's trying to stir up dust. Whether it's a planned work with Joseph Aloba and his people so that they can keep this thing in perpetuity, they can keep extorting people for money. If the coroner inquest, they want to make it so messy that even the judiciary will just be tired of it and just want to get it off their table. I don't know if Odumosu is involved in all this. Maybe all this is just one elaborate scheme. I don't know. Or maybe it's just pain that Joseph Aloba is not paying him his money or he has disengaged him. Then take it up with Joseph Aloba. Because as far as I am concerned, until Odumosu can come out to show everybody and tell us that Joseph Aloba actually gave him the go-ahead to come on TikTok live and talk about his business with Joseph Aloba, that man has no integrity, and I will not see him. I will not accord him any. I will not accord him any respect at all. On that same live that day, he said it there that yes, they took African TV to the courts. Not for anything, they know they cannot win. They just wanted to waste his time and they achieved their aim. He said it there. That is a waste of court time. So if you are involved in all this kind of tactics, in all this kind of rubbish, you are now the one trying to stand on a moral platform, on a moral pedestal, calling out a sitting judge that she's not doing her job well or she has failed in her job. You have failed as a lawyer. You have failed as a friend to Joseph Aloba. It's not in your place. Barrister Odumosu, Taiwo Odumosu, it is not in your place to call out any judge. You don't have that moral standing. I say it to you now. You do not have it. And tó bá dẹ̀ ń pẹjọ́ pawọ́pọ̀ tẹ̀fẹ̀jọ́ try láti da gbogbo ẹ̀rú kó ṣáà máa lọ kó máa bọ̀. It's not going to work still. And that still shows how bereft of creativity, of ideas that you guys are. You can look for other creative ways of doing all these things you're trying to do. All these ones will not work. It won't stop anything. It will not stop anything. What has been established has been established. If the team about Mbadibala could sign 1,000 affidavits anywhere, it has been established. that Mohbad died on the 12th of September 2023 at around 3:30 or 3 something p.m. That has been established. Scientifically, it has been established. That's medically. And by documentary evidence also. And by witness testimonies, including the nurse that treated him. All these have been established. So whether Joseph Aloba decide to go and sign affidavit that Mohbad died on January 12 or January or December 25, that will not change anything there. That will not change anything. Gbogbo yẹn kó máa lọ fi mú gàrí nílé ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ò káyé kò kọ́ court. Ọjọ́ tó kú ló kú. See, it's because ignorance known for most of these things. As it is today, I am a man. If a competent court decides that I'm a woman, going forward in that jurisdiction, I become a woman. There's nothing I can do about it until I challenge that decision, that ruling, and get a ruling to counter that, a superior ruling to counter that. Otherwise, I will remain a woman. If the court says you're a woman, that is the power invested in the courts. So, if it has been established in the court that Mohbad died on so day, gbogbo yòókù tí ó ń ṣe kiri lẹ̀ yẹn is just a waste of valuable time. Anyway, time is not valuable to them kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi life wọn ṣe mọ́. So they can actually afford to waste time. But for some of us, time the time láti waste. Àwa máa wo wájú wa ni, we are looking forward to the next thing. Gbogbo narrative yìí kò bá wa lójijì, kò bá wa kan lójijì. We know they will keep going around, messing around, trying to see how they can tweak, trying to see how they can negotiate all these things. But kò ṣe negotiate. So I just thought I would leave one or two comments on this Odumosu saga. While there might be flesh in whatever he's saying, tó bá lè prove well. But it's of my own opinion that tójú akátá bá lé ewo, tó bá lé ewo, kò ń ṣe ẹnu adìyẹ ló yẹ ká ti gbọ́. Bóyá jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Wow. Odumosu. Thank you. Concerning the letter he wrote.
It's dicey, but it's neither here nor there. Because number one, he has put all the facts out there that this is what was said on social life of social person. So the only way if she tries to pursue any case against Odumosu, then it will be forced to what's the word here now? To accept publicly that never happened. Whatever conversation Bukky Jesse said took place never happened. She will be forced to accept that, which is what Odumosu initially was looking for, or that's what he's still looking for, that come out and tell everybody that this conversation did not happen, because in the conversation, I think Bukky Jesse was saying the judge said something about the maybe attitude or professional conduct of Odumosu to a third party, which Odumosu is not pleased with.
Odumosu so Bukky ó ti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n.
So in a way, Odumosu is saying, his own character, or his own what's the word now? Anyway, his own character is being rubbed in the mud because of the judge's conversation with somebody. So he's trying to put the judge on the hot seat now to either confirm that that conversation took place or deny the conversation publicly. So the judge can sue and ask him to bring all the evidence, because at the end of the day, it's a matter of defamation. And in defamation, the only defense to it is truth. Or the main defense to it is truth. So if Odumosu is actually saying the truth, if Odumosu can give us the video of where Bukky Jesse was saying no, one of our auntie is in touch with the judge, and the judge did not have any good thing to say about Odumosu. If Odumosu can provide that video where Bukky Jesse said that, that's number one fact he can use in defending himself. Or if Odumosu can provide the conversation between the judge and that woman, níbi tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ sóhun àbí tó ti bú òun, then ó tún lè defend ara ẹ̀. Odumosu lè sue the judge directly because hearsay ni. Nǹkan tó yẹ fẹ́ wá backdoor láti wọlé sí judge lára nìyẹn. Kò lè sue judge directly pé kí lè tẹ́ lọ sọ̀rọ̀ mi fẹ́ di báyìí, tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mi láì dá fẹ́ di báyìí. Wọ́n á níbo ló ti gbọ́ lẹ́nu èèyàn ni, ṣó gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi ni? No. So prove it pé mo sọ, tó bá ní record there, there's nothing you can say or do. So fẹ́ gbẹ̀yìn wọlé ni. But I don't think the judge will give him that satisfaction. The judge is just going to ignore him. So kó lọ kọ lẹ́tà sí Judicial Service Commission. Káwọn kan táwọn yẹn máa ṣe sí tó bá investigate tán.